Hey, what's up guys? It's Meroko here. Today I'm going to go ahead and give you an in-depth video guide on how to obtain the Baa'l Pet. Before I start, I do want to mention that you will need to complete the Uuna secret quest line in order to finish this secret. Please check the link in the description on how to do that riddle, as it is not in this guide. Also in the description will be timestamps for each individual step in the event you have gotten stuck on a certain part and want to skip to that specific part of the quest. With that said, let's get started. Alright guys, the first place you want to go is to head over to Nazmir, and you're going to go to the Heart of Darkness. This is the same place you ended the quest line in this zone, and if you see on the map, you start at this point and follow the trail on this bridge that leads up to the top here. And I'll show you exactly where to go and exactly where the node is. Once you get to the top of the bridge, if you head over to the left just a little bit, you're not going to see it on my screen because I've already done it, but I'll show you exactly where the item is. It's going to be right here in this little area, and all you need to do is run, jump, and the item is going to be right here on your screen. Now obviously it's not here for me because I've done this. Once you click the note, it's going to read begin at the beginning. This is the first clue for the pet riddle. This is going to lead you to the next area. Alright, for the second clue, this is the point on the map where you need to be. The coordinates are displayed at the top right of your map. This is Drekthul. This is the very first riddle that Discord solved for Cosmic the Hungering Legion. So that's what beginning at the beginning was referring to. What you need to click is a pebble, and it's this pebble right here. Now as you can see, Drekthul is in the way. This is causing issues for some players. An easy workaround is to use an invis pot, and Drekthul will disappear when you use the invis pot. You see, you just heard somebody use it. So once you use the invis pot, you should be able to click this pebble right here. And once you click the pebble, it will give you another clue. Alright, for the next clue and pebble, you need to be here in Boralis and Tiragard Sound. If you zoom in on the map, this is the exact point you need to be at, 4940, and this is where it looks on your map. In live, this is where you need to go. It's right here in this little net. It looks like there won't be a cave there. You will be attacked, by the way. Just run through this little net and it will take you through. The pebble you're looking for is right down here in the middle. Right here. Obviously I can't click it because I've already done it, but this is the correct pebble. In fact, I believe it's the only one in this cave that's got that model. So once you have clicked the pebble successfully, you can move on to the next pebble. For the next pebble, number 3, you will need to go to a place behind a tall Dazar. You can start off at the entrance here, and I'll show you where to go from there. As you can see, it's way back here, and it's a very hidden, obscure location, so I'm going to show you exactly how to get to it. I will recommend a goblin glider, by the way, but it's not exactly necessary, it just will take you longer. So, staring at the entrance to Atul, take a right. There's a little path here. This is the same way you get to the King's Rest raid, or mythic, I'm sorry.
Dangerous foe skulks nearby.
Continue on the path. Once you get to this area here, it may seem like you can't go anywhere else, but there's actually a slight little hidden cave right about here. As you can see, it takes you to a waterfall, and a little small path takes you around. Once you get around, keep continuing. This is the location of one of the treasures for the achievement here in this zone. To continue on, you need to go up this cliff here. Cross the waterfall. Jump down. At this point, you want to do some wall jumping. It may take you a minute to get it. Once you've wall jumped, you just continue to ride along here. It's going to take you to some green mountainy area. You just want to climb up the mountain here. Sorry, this way. Now we're at Mount Magamba, or Magamba. Once you get here, you can choose to run down if you want, but keep in mind that you will take fall damage a lot, so you may have to stop in between, which is why I recommend a Goblin Glider. So at this point, jump, Goblin Glider. The cave is right here below this tree. Once you get closer to the ground, you'll start to realize the cave is right below this tree. And all you need to do is simply wait to land and go into the cave, which is right here inside the tree. So you're in the cave now. And the location of the rock is right here. This is the entrance. This is the rock. Click the rock, and that's pebble number 3. Alright guys, for pebble number 4, you're going to want to go to the Drusvar zone. And you need to go to this area right here. It is behind a waterfall. And the way you get there is from Aram Strand. I do want to point out that Aram Strand is an alliance only zone. And as you're a Horde, you will be attacked when you go through this area. So be prepared to be attacked. This is normal. So if you're alliance, it's very easy to do. If you're a Horde, you may have to die or you may not. We'll see if I die here. But I'll show you exactly how to get to the cave. So you just want to head through Aram Strand this way. Watch this guy dismount me. I got lucky. Head on up the path here. Here's the waterfall. And you just want to jump down the waterfall right about here, and the cave will be inside. Well, I died because I'm bad at this game. If you don't want to take fall damage, you can use another Goblin Glider. I could have bubbled, but, you know, I'm bad at this game. So, once you get to this point, the cave is right here, hidden away. You just want to jump up the rocks a little bit to get down. And the pebble is going to be all the way at the back. And it's actually cleverly hidden. It's actually one of the eyes in this shrine. It's right here. It'll be clickable for you. If it's not clickable, you missed a step. But this is pebble number 4. On to pebble 5. Alright guys, pebble number 5 is in Vol'dun. You need to go to the flight point at Tortaka Refuge. And from that point you need to head to this coordinate here. It's in a hidden cave. To get there, all you need to do from the flight point is just go right here. Come around and you see this long tree. That's actually a cave. Once you get to this point, the cave, be very, very careful. There is an NPC here and he will one-shot you. So, the pebble is actually right here. Click that, and that's pebble number 5. Alright, for pebble number 6, you want to be in Stormsong Valley. You want to head up to this top little island here, around these coordinates, 6810. And what you want to do is you want to start about right here on the top edge of the island, and you want to take this little path over here. This is how you get to the cave. There's multiple ways to do it. This is the way I take it. Just jump up here. Ride around a little bit. Come up here. The cave you're looking for is in these trees right here. You're going to jump down. And then just behind these trees is the cave. This is actually a location of a treasure chest in the zone for an achievement. You will have to kill some NPCs in this area. And if you look over to the left, you'll see a wheelbarrow. Right here. Zoom in and you'll see the pebble. Let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, here we are at pebble number 7. Pebble 7 is without a doubt the hardest pebble to get to. Before you do anything, I suggest that you input these coordinates here. /way Zandalar 54.54.7.3. And as you can see, it's pointing. It's not even on the map. You have to go zoom out and you can see it's way out here. It is very, very difficult to get to this point. So, how do you do it? I highly recommend you get a water strider. You can also use water elixir, water walking elixir, shaman water walking, DK, anything that gets you to water walk, because that's extremely necessary. Also, I would suggest a water mount so that you can swim into the water faster if you're not a druid, once you need to swim down to the ship. And finally, a swim speed potion is almost mandatory for certain classes. I won't be using a swim speed potion because I'm able to make it to the pebble just in time with a water strider or water mount. and the 20% speed buff that paladins get as a passive. So if you're a paladin, you actually do have a slight advantage. You can group up with a paladin and get this speed buff, and it'll help you to do that. So with that said, let me show you how to get to this pebble. You're going to notice that I'm going to die even just as I get to the pebble. You will have just enough time to click it, but you're going to absolutely 100% die. There's no working around that. So be prepared to die. So I'm going to go ahead and swim out to that area, and I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. At this point here, you will be hitting fatigue waters. So if you want to make it easier, you can go over to the right just a little bit. This is the furthest point you can go out without hitting fatigue, is right here. So if that helps you, you can absolutely do that. But from this point, you want to head on out, and you're going to hit fatigue, and you will run out of fatigue bar, and you will die. So it's very, very important that you use the speed buffs that I mentioned so that you can get to the boat in time. So I'm going to show you how to do it as a paladin. But make sure that you use the specific buffs you need if you're not a paladin, because you have a far, far way to go down. Alright, so here I am. I'm going to swim down. There's the boat, if you can see it. And I'm running out of time. Swim down to the boat. You want to go on the left side here. This is where the stone's going to be. You can see somebody down here right now. Running out of fatigue, I'm going to start dying, but you will have time to click the stone. The stone is right here. The second one, click it. You have time to do it. As you can see, I have about 12 seconds once I get here to click it. Then you die. That's how you get to the second stone. It's right here. So make sure you click that one before you run out of fatigue. Like I said, if you run out of fatigue too soon, you're going to need to get a speed pot, swim speed pot. I believe there's an anchor you can get that makes you fall to the ground faster. You can do a search on Wildhead for that. And so that's how you get to the 7th pebble. By far the hardest one, guys. In order to get to pebble 9, you need to return to Borealis. As you can see, this is the one from previous. Where you need to be is at this point right here. The coordinates on my screen, roughly 4087. The area you need to get to is this little maze right here. You're going to want to go over in this little area here, as you're about to see. I do want to point out that this is an alliance-only zone. You will be attacked if you're a horde, and you might die. I actually died when I first did this, and I probably might die here as well. But I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly where you need to go. If I die, I'll just cut straight to where you need to go. So, from this point, you need to just ride up a little bit. Jump the gate. Head up into the maze. The maze is right here. Immediately take a left, right here. Go all the way down. And you can see this tree here. There's a cave hidden behind it. Drop down. That's where you need to go. If you don't want to die, you're welcome to invis pot past the guards. But if you do not care, you can just die down here. And this is the area you're looking for. Right here, in between this barrel and a crate. You see the rock? Let me zoom in and I'll show you. There it is. So that's the one you need to click. And real quick, I'm going to go back up and show you what the cave looks like one more time. So I ran in really fast. It's behind this tree right here. And that's where you go in. There is another one in this area back here. That is not it. A lot of people go there by mistake. This is not where you need to go. You need to go right here to this tree. Back behind this cave. Go down in. Right here in between the barrel and the crate. And that's the pebble. Let's move on. Alright, here we are at pebble number 9. As you can see, we're in Drusfar at the top left of the map. This little island off the coast here has a lighthouse. On this island is a cave off a cliff. Input these coordinates here if you're not sure exactly where to go, but I'll also show you exactly where you need to go to get to this cave. So this is a, there are NPCs in this area, so you may have to work your way up. So just go up the path here. I may get knocked off my mount. That's fine. Continue along. Jump behind these rocks. Follow this. Here's the cave right here. All you need to do is jump down. Alright, now that you're at the cave, the pebble is actually very well hidden. It's right here in the beginning. If you zoom in, it's right there. If I can turn it around, I might be able to see it better. Let me go around this rock here. Yep, see, it's right here. So click that pebble, and that will be pebble number 9. Alright, here we are for pebble number 10. So for pebble number 10, you want to head back out to the Tier Guard Sound area. You want to start about right here at the 78-71 marker. The cave is actually up here on a cliff, or on a mountain I should say. So start here. This is where you're going to end up. Head up the mountain this way. Follow the path, or what looks like a path. Once you get up here, the cave is actually hidden behind here. Doesn't look like there's going to be one there, but as you can see, there's rocks. Run right here, fall down, and move into the cave. Now, before I go into this cave, I want to let you know that there is a jump scare. There are 5 of those clatterback enemies that we saw in the earlier pebble, the ones that one-shot you. So, there's 2 ways you can do this. Way number 1, you can go in Vispot and just go click the pebble, and you can get out in time. You should be able to. Or you can just die, come back, click the pebble, and die again. It's however you want to do it. I'm just going to die so that I can show you exactly where the pebble location is. So, we put my birthday suit on, and I'm going to run down here. Here come the enemies. Gonna die, that's fine. Wow, he missed his first hit. Alright, so I'll come back up here and show you where it's at. Alright guys, here we are back at my corpse. I'm going to show you exactly where the pebble is. If you zoom in, it's right here underneath this rock. So, this is the cave entrance. Come down. Right in between these 2 white snowball ice looking glacier thingies. Underneath this pile of meat, whatever you want to call it, there is the next pebble. So the 2 ways you can do this is come in with an invis pot. You should be able to loot the pebble while invis, not entirely sure on that, and be able to get out in time. But if that's not the case, you should be able to loot the pebble and die, and then come back and get out. So however you want to do it is fine. Just get the pebble, get out however you can, and then we can move on to the next one. Okay guys, here we are for the 11th pebble. We're back in Tier Guard Sound. You want to head around to this area here. Doesn't have to be exact. The area I'm at right now is 72-15. As you can see, it's very easy to get up here. So what you want to do is you want to head towards this way. And you want to end up right here at this location, 79-18. You can even see it on the map. There's a little water break here. This is going to be a waterfall. So I'm going to show you how to get to the waterfall and what you need to do once you get there. So you just want to continue along the mountain until you get to that exact coordinate location. And as you can see, this is the waterfall at the exact coordinate, and all you need to do is fall down. You will take some fall damage, but you shouldn't die. And fall down one more time. And as you can see, I'm already at the entrance to the cave, just from falling down in the waterfall. This is the cave right here. This is the way back out. Let me heal a little bit. So now you just drop down in the cave, and here you go. There is no way back out, by the way. The only way you can get back out is hearthstoning or whistling. So head forward into the cave for the next pebble. The pebble is actually located right here under this scroll. I'm going to show you exactly where it is. I'm going to zoom in. So you see this scroll here? If you zoom in all the way, it's going to be under here. See it? Right there. You have to back out just to be able to see it. So click that and you'll have the next pebble, and we'll move on to number 12. Okay guys, here we are at pebble number 12. And what you need to do is also return to Borealis once again, into your guard sound. You want to be roughly in this area right here. If you go into the Borealis map and hover over here, waypoint 981, exactly this point, if you go straight down, you will find the cave, which looks like this. So when you swim down, you're going to see a little area that looks like some weeds right here. You'll notice it once you get there. Just swim into those weeds and you will find a hidden cave. Swim into the cave for pebble number 12. The pebble is actually going to be located right here under this seaweed. As you come in, if you can't see it, you can just click your mouse around a little bit till you hover over it, but if you really want to see it, you can zoom in, come at it from a certain angle, and you can see it right there. There it is. That is pebble number 12, and now you're ready to head on to the final pebble, number 13. Here we are at the final pebble, number 13. Now initially this one may seem like it's going to be pretty hard, but it actually ends up being one of the easiest ones to do. So what you want to do is you want to input the 3 coordinates that are about to display on your screen right now. Make sure you input them exactly the way that they are written, including the word Zandalar. If you don't type in Zandalar, you may get the coordinates wrong on the map. When you get done importing the coordinates in TomTom or whatever add-on you use, they should look something like this. You'll see one here where I'm at, one here, and one here. As you can see, this is the path start. This is the area where the fatigue reset happens. What that means is your fatigue will actually reset itself, and there will be no fatigue in this area. So this allows you to get to this point without being fatigued. So you just want to start here, move to the fatigue reset area. Once you get to the fatigue reset area, you can just make a beeline straight for the underwater cave. Once you get to the underwater cave, you just swim down as you're about to see, and I'll show you where the pebble is. So let's show you pebble number 13. So as you can see, this says path start. Once you get to path start area, if you want to change the waypoint, you can. Just go ahead and right click it, set it. Now it says fatigue reset zone. So we're going to head out this way, right to the area it's supposed to reset the fatigue. Alright guys, here we are. This is the fatigue reset zone. As you can see, fatigue has reset, so you don't got to worry about it at this point. So now you just open your map up, and you just want to go ahead and right click, set it as the waypoint area for the underwater cave, and just make a straight line to the underwater cave. And you shouldn't have very much fatigue issues anymore. If you notice on your map, there's a little white area. That's actually the fatigue free zone. If you want to follow that and avoid fatigue, you're welcome to do that. It's not going to hurt you to run into fatigue areas, but this is just to show you on the map that this is what the fatigue free zone looks like. It's white. The darker areas are the fatigue. So now we just head to the underwater cave. Here we are, guys, at the underwater cave, just about 200 yards out. If you want to get closer to it without getting fatigue, you can go around the fatigue area up here and head up. As you can see, the area is just out in the fatigue. So once you get here, just swim down, get your mount, swim speed mount. This right here is where the cave is. You're gonna actually get fatigued by going to this area, but don't worry about it. You won't run out. You won't even be close to running out by the time you get the pebble. So here we are. As you can see, the cave is right there. You move in. Now, as soon as you get in, you can reset fatigue if you want. Immediately turn around. The pebble is going to be right down here. Here it is. Right here. As you can see, I can click this one because this is the next clue. Even though I've done it, if you right click it, you get this clue. Something is carved into the stone. Heckler of the murkiest thugs. Sheath your bat and remove the keck court. What? This ends up being an anagram. And what this leads to is Frostfire Ridge. Behind a rare spawn in Frostfire Ridge is a pet named Belle. And that will be the next and final step to get Belle the pet. Alright guys, here we are almost at the final location. Before I proceed to the final location, I do want to remind you guys that in order to defeat Belle the pet, you must get Uuna, which is a rare spawn drop. And in order to level Uuna up, so to speak, you need to do a secret quest line that I will link you to. This is not part of the guide. This is a separate secret that was discovered back in Legion and happens to be required to complete this step. So once you get to that point and you have gotten Uuna leveled up, so to speak, you don't actually have to use her to defeat Belle. What you need to do is you need to summon her in her upgraded quote-unquote status, and she will weaken him. The way you know that is you will see her do a dialogue when she gets to Belle. So let me go show you where Belle the pet is and what you need to do. Okay guys, here we go. Just to quickly point out what the anagram led to. It actually led to Kirkthok the Merciless. And what he says is get back to work. Get back to work is one of the decoded anagrams we found that was in all the languages. So this is why we were here. And if you just go right past here into this volcano, you will find the pet, Belle. So, how do you get here? What you need to do is come up here to Colossus Fall in Frostfire Ridge in Draenor. And just behind it, 6123, this is where the pet is. So, you just come down here. He's not going to be here for me because I've already killed him. But he will be here. So, all you do is, at this point, make sure you've completed the secret Uuna quest line. Once you've completed the secret Uuna quest line, walk up to him, summon it. Once you have summoned it, she should say a dialogue, which will give you an indication that she has weakened him. Once she has weakened him, all you need to do is have any pets. It really doesn't matter because he's so weak you can basically kill him in 2 hits. So get your pets out, whichever ones you want. Make sure they're level 25. Right click Belle. Once you right click Belle, you can fight him. He should have roughly 1,000 something HP. If he has 8,000 HP, you've done something wrong. So make sure you have done the Uuna quest line. It's a secret quest line that I linked in this video and in the description. So make sure you've done that first. It takes quite a bit of time to do that if you haven't. But once you've done that, this is the point you come back to. And there you see, this is what Belle says when you get him and summon him. He only says it once. Souls feast on endless shrieking. In darkness they write and scream. You will join them together forevermore. The capitalized letters are an anagram for seek knowledge. We believe that is a clue to the next part of the hive mind mount, but we are not entirely sure. We're working on that right now. But for the purposes of this video, that is how you get the Belle mount. Congratulations. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me down in the comments below, and I will help you as quick as I can. Thank you guys.